Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. None other. I am coming to give y'all my last Blade review, and this is for Blade Trinity. And I wanted to come and review it and give y'all my thoughts, and I wanted to analyze this movie and stuff because this was the last movie we actually saw with Wesley Snipes in it and I really want to come and talk about it. None other, as we all know, it stars Wesley Snipes, and we are in Kristofferson, and we have Paulette Owens, and two people that if it wasn't for this movie wouldn't have a career. No offense to nobody, but Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds. And we have Dominic Purcell, and we have Parker Posey, and we have none other Paul Levesque, better known as Triple H in the WWE. This was the one reason why I had to come and talk about that, because I got to talk a little bit more about his character and because something about his character just didn't. Jarko Grimes, I think that's what was the character we have to come and talk about, because we got to talk about several things and things. So in Blade Trinity, it's a war going on between the humans and the vampires and stuff, and the half human, half vampire, Dampier himself, Blade is chasing, in the beginning, is chasing this vampire, chasing some vampires. He gets up to one that he thinks is a vampire, and he realized he kind of messed up, but he was set up. None other FBI agents raid the place where Wrestler and Blade is staying, and they capture him. Wrestler was killed in the process. None other, you see Blade do this little stance and let them catch him and everything. And Blade, then we are meeting two of the FBI agents going, oh, we know what you are, and blah, 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 blah. But coming to find out the people that they are working for, they just after Blade and stuff. That's all it is to it. So then we are introduced to, hold on, y'all. We are introduced to a vampire hunters, played by Jessica Biel, Abigail, Whistler, and Hannibal, who's played by Ryan Reynolds. So they are going into this building, and they're saving Blade. None other. Reynolds put this thing in his mouth to help revive him back, and when he finally he gets his stuff. They all start kicking Tushy and stuff like that. But like before we see them, before it comes on real good, we see Danica and Draco and some other character. I forgot the other character. Resurrect Count, let me get this character name, Count Dracula, who is played by Dominic Purcell. Now, that name, Dominic Purcell, sounds familiar. Dominic Purcell is better known for his breakout hit, starring in the breakout hit Prison Break. So that's where you might know him from. And things. So he plays Count Dracula, and then sometimes you might hear them call him Drake in there and stuff like that. So when he's like walking around and stuff, he goes into this shop, and he's like seeing all this like Count Dracula like stuff like that, and then he's like very shocked. He's like not too into that. He like beats down the store clerk. He actually is feeding on the girl in the store and stuff. It's like that. It was just like, oh my God, and stuff. So he's like constantly feeding, and they are feeding people just to him and things. So with Hannibal and Abigail, so when they're finally at the secret hideout where they are at, they call themselves the Night Stalkers and stuff. And I've been doing this as long as, he goes, Abigail. He go, Whistler's daughter? And that's what he go, I thought Whistler's daughter was dead. Like, because, you know, in the second one, we actually hear what happened to Whistler's family. So this is like, and then she goes, I'm Whistler's daughter out of wedlock. So we like, oh, okay. So it's another Abigail and stuff. So there, and like, this movie is a pretty good movie. I like it, and so I'm not going to give y'all the full ending, but let's just say, Count Drac, after the fight and thing with Blade, you thought Blade would have suffered from this serum that the doctor had made, but it turned out Blade actually survived and stuff, and like Count Dracula kind of sacrificed himself and thing like that and stuff. It's just a real good movie. Now it's a couple of things I want to talk about this movie. So first and foremost, as y'all know, I said Triple H is actually in this film. I remember when this movie came out, because I remember WWE heavily, let me just say, heavily promoted this movie. So because they, you know, heavily promoted this movie, it was like, okay, I just remember that. And I think that came out in 2004. And then that was the last time. Well, I am going to put down an interview that was done by Michael J. White, and y'all have to go check it out. Now, I found a couple of alternate ending. I found a alternate ending, a deleted alternate ending for this film on YouTube, and I will happily just give you the keywords to how to look for it and stuff. But overall, I actually, when it comes to this movie in general, I give it a 10 out of 10. So now we're done with that. Hold on. And okay, now we're going to analyze one of the big one. I'll say one predominant character, and that would be Triple H's character. And let me just see. His character was Draco Grimes. I think that's what it's called. So Draco Grimes, he's kind of supposed to be this like tough guy and everything. He's like kind of beating up on Ryan Reynolds character Hannibal. But y'all, let me just tell y'all this is like pretty crazy. Let me just say crazy, and as I don't know what, it's very crazy. And one of the things I had to come and talk about with this movie was that every time we saw this little poodle-ish, I ain't gonna say poodle, little chihuahua-like dog and thing, you always saw Triple H character holding it, like treating it as like his own, like it's his pet. And I'm like, to me, in this film, they made Triple H's character looks like he's like weak. And I mean, what I mean by weak, every time he had this dog, it was a certain thing. You got to go back and you look at it. It was like a certain thing. But overall, I think the movie was a pretty good movie. After this movie, in this movie, like I had said in the first film, they should have had a movie based off Blade's character that was female and stuff. And the one thing I can actually say in this movie that character that I talked about in the first movie that we should have a female version of should have been in this movie. Literally. But overall, this was like a pretty good movie. And I really say we had some pretty good characters. We had two FBI agents going, "Oh, we know what you are," and then you see Blade like kind of like a hiss at him and stuff. So it was like pretty good and thing. But I've been coming to do these films like this because, as y'all heard, we are actually getting a remake of Blade, and it's going to be starring somebody else. But y'all make sure to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.